what happens when God visits Abraham, and an entire city stands on the edge of judgment? Genesis 18 and 19 reveal a powerful story of faith, mercy, and justice. And the Lord appeared to him in the plains of Mamre, and he sat at the tent door in the heat of the day. And he lifted up his eyes and looked, and lo, 3 men stood by him. And when he saw them, he ran to meet them from the tent door, and bowed himself toward the ground. And he said, My Lord, if now I have found favor in your sight, do not pass away, I pray, from your servant. Let a little water, I pray, be brought, and wash your feet, and rest under the tree. And I will bring a bite of bread, and will comfort your hearts. After that you shall pass on, for this is why you have come to your servant. And they said, Do so, as you have said. And Abraham hastened into the tent to Sarah, and said, Make ready quickly 3 measures of fine meal, knead it, and make cakes. And Abraham ran out to the herd, and brought a calf, tender and good. And he gave it to a young man, and he hurried to dress it. And he took butter and milk, and the calf which he had dressed, and set it before them. And he stood by them under the tree, and they ate. And they said to him, Where is Sarah your wife? And he said, Behold, in the tent. And he said, I will certainly return to you according to the time of life. And lo, Sarah your wife shall have a son. And Sarah heard at the tent door which was behind him. Now Abraham and Sarah were old, well advanced in days, and it had ceased to be with Sarah after the manner of women. Therefore Sarah laughed within herself, saying, After I have become old, shall I have pleasure, my Lord, being old also? And the Lord said to Abraham, Why did Sarah laugh, saying, Shall I, who am old, truly bear a child? Is anything too hard for the Lord? At the time appointed I will return again, according to the time of life, and Sarah shall have a son. Then Sarah denied, saying, I did not laugh, for she was afraid. And he said, No, but you did laugh. And the men rose up from there, and looked toward Sodom, and Abraham was going with them to send them on the way. And the Lord said, Shall I hide from Abraham the thing which I do? Since Abraham shall surely become a great and mighty nation, and all the nations of the earth shall be blessed in him. For I know him, that he will command his children and his house after him, and they shall keep the way of the Lord, to do justice and judgment, that the Lord may bring upon Abraham that which he has spoken of him. And the Lord said, Because the cry of Sodom and Gomorrah is great, and because their sin is very grievous, I will go down now and see whether they have done altogether according to the cry of it, which has come to me. And if not, I will know. And the men turned their faces away from there, and went toward Sodom. But Abraham still stood before the Lord. And Abraham drew near and said, Will you also destroy the righteous with the wicked? Perhaps there are 50 righteous within the city. Will you also destroy and not spare the place for the 50 righteous who are in it? Far be it from you to act in this manner, to kill the righteous with the wicked, and far be it from you that the righteous should be as the wicked. Shall not the judge of all the earth do right? And the Lord said, If I find in Sodom 50 righteous within the city, then I will spare all the place for their sakes. And Abraham answered and said, Behold now, I have taken upon myself to speak to the Lord, I who am but dust and ashes. Perhaps there will be 5 lacking from the 50 righteous. Will you destroy all the city for lack of 5? And he said, If I find there 45, I will not destroy it. And he spoke to him yet again, and said, Perhaps there shall be 40 found there. And he said, I will not do it for 40's sake. And he said, Oh, let not the Lord be angry, and I will speak. Perhaps there shall be 30 found there. And he said, I will not do it if I find 30 there. And he said, Lo, now I have taken upon myself to speak to the Lord. Perhaps there shall be 20 found there. And he said, I will not destroy it for 20's sake. And he said, Oh, do not let the Lord be angry, and I will speak only once more. perhaps only 10 shall be found there. And he said, I will not destroy it for 10's sake. And the Lord went his way as soon as he had left off talking with Abraham. And Abraham returned to his place. And there came 2 angels to Sodom at evening, and Lot sat in the gate of Sodom. And Lot rose up to meet them when he saw them, and he bowed himself with his face toward the ground, and said, Behold now, my lords, please turn into your servant's house, and stay all night, and wash your feet, and you shall rise up early, and go your way. And they said, No, but we will stay in the street. But he urgently pressed upon them, and they turned into him, and entered into his house. And he made them a feast, and baked unleavened bread. And they ate. But before they lay down, the men of the city, the men of Sodom, surrounded the house, both old and young, all the people from every quarter. And they called to Lot, and said to him, Where are the men who came into you this night? Bring them out to us, that we may know them. And Lot went out the door to them, and shut the door after him. And he said, I pray you, brethren, do not act so wickedly. Behold now, I have 2 daughters which have not known a man. I pray you, let me bring them out to you, and you do to them as you see fit. But do nothing to these men, for they have come under the shadow of my roof. And they said, Stand back. And they said, This one came in to sojourn, and must he now play the judge? Now we will deal worse with you than with them. And they pressed hard upon the man, Lot, and came near to breaking down the door. But the men put out their hands, and pulled Lot into the house to them, and shut the door. And they smote the men that were at the door of the house with blindness, both small and great, so that they wearied themselves to find the door. And the men said to Lot, Have you anyone here besides yourself? Bring your sons-in-law, and your sons, and your daughters, and anyone else you have in the city. Bring them out of this place, for we will destroy this place, because great is the cry of it before the face of the Lord. And the Lord has sent us to destroy it. And Lot went out and spoke with his sons-in-law, who married his daughters, and said, Get up and get out of this place, for the Lord will destroy this city. But to his sons-in-law he seemed to be jesting. And when the morning dawned, then the angels hurried Lot, saying, Rise up, take your wife and your 2 daughters who are here, lest you be consumed in the punishment of the city. But he lingered. So the men laid hold upon his hand, and upon the hand of his wife, and upon the hands of his 2 daughters, the Lord being merciful to him. And they brought him forth, and set him outside the city. And it came to pass, when they brought him outside, they said, Escape for your life. Do not look behind you, nor stay anywhere in the plain. Escape to the mountain, lest you be consumed. And Lot said to them, O no, my lord, behold now, your servant has found grace in your sight, and you have magnified your mercy, which you have shown to me in saving my life. But I cannot escape to the mountain, lest some evil overtake me, and I die. Behold now, this city is near to flee to, and it is a little one. Oh, let me escape there. Is it not a little one? And my soul shall live. And the angel said to him, See, I have accepted you concerning this thing also, that I will not overthrow this city for which you have spoken. Hurry and escape there, for I cannot do anything till you arrive there. Therefore, the name of the city was called Zoar. The sun had risen upon the land, and Lot entered into Zoar. Then the Lord rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven. And he overthrew those cities, and all the plain, and all the inhabitants of the cities, and that which grew upon the ground. But his wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. And Abraham got up early in the morning to the place where he had stood before the Lord. And he looked toward Sodom and Gomorrah, and toward all the lands of the plain, and saw, and lo, the smoke of the country went up as the smoke of a furnace. And when God destroyed the cities of the plain, it came to pass that God remembered Abraham, and sent Lot out of the midst of the overthrow, when he overthrew the cities in which Lot lived. And Lot went up out of Zoar, and lived in the mountain, and his 2 daughters with him. For he feared to live in Zoar, and he and his 2 daughters lived in a cave. And the firstborn said to the younger, Our father is old, and there is no man on the earth to come into us, as is the way of all the earth. Come, let us make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him, so that we may preserve the seed of our father. And they made their father drink wine that night. And the firstborn went in and lay with her father. And he did not notice when she lay down, nor when she arose. It came to pass on the next day, the firstborn said to the younger, Behold, I lay last night with my father. Let us make him drink wine this night also. And you go in and lie down with him, so that we may preserve the seed of our father. And they made their father drink wine that night also. And the younger arose and lay with him. And he did not notice when she lay down, nor when she arose. So both the daughters of Lot were with child by their father. And the firstborn bore a son, and called his name Moab. He is the father of the Moabites to this day. And the younger also bore a son, and called his name Ben-Ammi. He is the father of the children of Ammon to this day. Genesis 18 and 19 remind us that God is both merciful and just. He hears the prayers of the righteous, but he also judges persistent sin. Will you choose to follow God's way today? Like, share, and subscribe for more Bible stories.